Broken promise. News for Jack's I-Team investigation. For many, home ownership is and should be a dream come true.
For one local family, it's turned into a nightmare. They signed a contract with Advantage Home Builders and tell I-Team investigator Jennifer Waugh delay after delay has cost thousands of dollars and countless sleepless nights. Jen.
What a frustrating time for this family. Kimberly Baker says that she has been living in limbo for nearly 2 years, more than twice the promised time, waiting for her home to be finished. Her journey started 10 months before the pandemic even started, and she feels like her builder is using COVID-19 delays as an excuse. To make matters worse, her dream home has thousands of dollars in liens filed against it.
Pretty much don't have nowhere to live. So it's terrible.
Kimberly Baker stands in disbelief in a shell of what should be her finished home.
They just put in the plumbing last week. So we finally got a tub and toilet. It's supposed to be some steps. I'm not sure where the steps are.
Baker says when she signed this contract with Advantage Home Builders in April 2019, she was told her home in Glen Eagle on the Westside would be finished in about 8 or 9 months. Yet those months came and went. 19 months after paying a $7,500 binder, this is what the home looked like when she took us for a tour in November.
They finally put in the hot water heater, but the electricity is not complete. Up here, the light is damaged. I want you to see the back, too. And as you can see, around the doors are not complete on either doors.
Is it always they're blaming it on the pandemic?
Yes, everything is delayed. But I'm watching houses and communities being built every day.
Keep in mind, Baker signed the contract with the builder 10 months before the pandemic started. She says she started getting really nervous when she posted her complaint with Advantage Home Builders on social media and says 3 other customers reached out to her with the same delay problems. Baker then discovered she has liens filed against her house, and she's not alone. We did some digging. According to court documents, Advantage Home Builders owes money to a lot of people. We counted at least 40 liens filed against it for homes it's building here in Duval County, filed mostly by subcontractors who supplied building materials but still haven't been paid by the builder. Kim Baker's house has nearly $15,000 in liens filed against it for unpaid cabinetry and building materials. I called Doug Grismier, president and owner of Advantage Home Builders, to get some answers. He told me over the phone last month that his financial partners got into some money trouble, but that he's now worked it out. He says he has 11 homes he's trying to finish in the next 45 days. 11. He assured me the liens against Kimberly Baker will be paid and told me that she and her husband would be able to move into their new home by the end of January. That didn't happen.
He don't communicate. That's the problem. He doesn't communicate.
What would you tell other people who are thinking about building?
With Advantage? I pretty much tell them don't do it.
I reached out to the builder again last week. And while Kimberly Baker was told that her home would be ready by January 30th, Doug Grismier now tells me the Bakers will not be able to close on their home until March 5th. That's 23 months after she signed the contract. Grismier wrote in this email responding to my questions, "We are a small family-owned business. We have been doing our absolute best to deliver quality homes to our buyers. We have encountered several obstacles, including COVID-19, but are confident that we can meet our obligations." He assured me again that he will pay off the liens on all of the homes his company is building, including the Bakers.
Wow, Jen, legally, is there anything someone could do before they sign a contract with a builder to prevent this kind of delay from happening to them?
Yeah, it's so frustrating for this family. So I talked with a lawyer, Mary, and of course it depends on the language in the contract, but it would help to add something called a liquidated damages clause, so that once you and your builder have come to an agreement about the length of time it will take and write it down in the contract, the clause will allow the builder to be charged for each day he or she misses that deadline.
Yeah, it sounds like a motivator for the builder for sure. Jen, how can someone do their homework on a builder before they even hire them?
This is so important. We tell people in the I-Team all the time, you've got to do your homework. So most counties, Kent, have an online portal through the clerk of court's office that allows you to check for civil lawsuits or maybe even criminal charges filed against a person or a business. Now, here in Duval County, our viewers can do this search by going to duvalclerk.com and going to online records. Then you choose CORE, C-O-R-E. While you're on the clerk's website, you want to check that official records. That will allow you to also see liens that were filed against a builder that may have ultimately been paid off. But if you see a business that has unpaid liens that have been filed for a while, not resolved, that should definitely be a red flag that the builder may be in financial trouble.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer. Hope nobody else has to go through something like this. And Jen continues the conversation about your legal rights tomorrow on the morning show. An attorney will explain how a contractor can file a lien against your home, your options to resolve it, and the one thing you should do before you close on your home to protect your home's title. That's tomorrow morning at 7:40.